Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Angela. I am a full-time voiceover artist and audiobook narrator, and my channel is dedicated to those of you that are just getting started out in voiceover or audiobook narration. And through my channel, I share with you some of the techniques I use in my own voiceover business, and I answer your questions about the business. So, what I wanted to talk about today was I'm actually answering a question that I've received quite a bit actually in the last few weeks, and that is about e-learning and the different types of e-learning and where to find these e-learning jobs. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get started. Okay, so first there are a few different types of e-learning that fall within the e-learning realm. And you have corporate e-learning, like corporate narration for, say, like onboarding training. You know, those videos that you watched when you started a new job and you had to watch the sexual harassment videos, before you got started. Those are e-learning. Those are the corporate narration type e-learning jobs. And then you have e-learning that's a little bit more interactive, like it's a click next to continue, that sort of thing, or quizzes. When you're asking a question, then you're giving multiple choice answers. Those are also e-learning. E-learning can also be for children. You have, when you're telling a story that also educates, that is also e-learning. Any type of long form narration that is used in some sort of an educational purpose that is not an audiobook is considered to be e-learning. Even some of the PowerPoints that are narrated and converted into video are also e-learning. There are lots of different types that all fall within that e-learning umbrella. And there are a lot of different ways to find e-learning work. I personally find a lot of e-learning work on Fiverr and on Upwork, but I have also seen a lot of e-learning work offered on voices.com, Voice123, Bodalgo, a lot of those pay-to-play sites that you visit apart from freelancing gig marketplaces like Fiverr and Upwork. I have seen lots and lots of e-learning jobs that need to be filled on those almost on a daily basis. So there is no shortage of e-learning work, especially now that a lot of companies and schools and educational facilities, a lot of this e-learning or learning in general is taking place online right now. So there are a lot of voice actors needed for e-learning, all the different types of e-learning projects, and also because there is a lot of e-learning going on, say, like Udemy, places like that where people are learning new skills because they are at home and they're trying to earn some additional income because they have, lost their job or they had a reduction in hours, whatever the reason may be. There is a lot of e-learning that is going on right now, a lot of voice actors needed for e-learning. So all you would need to do is really get on to these voice acting websites where they're looking for voice actors for these particular jobs. You can also seek out companies on places like LinkedIn, make some connections on LinkedIn with some of these production companies that are looking for or producing e-learning content. There are a few different ways to get out in touch with e-learning companies to do this e-learning work and to maybe introduce yourself and get onto their roster, right? But before you do any of that, I highly recommend that you have a nice e-learning specific demo. And within that demo, you want to have a few of the different types of e-learning narrations, right? Like the ones that I had mentioned. You want to do a corporate narration, you want to do an interactive narration, maybe something for children, and just use a different types of tones. Like for corporate narration, for example, you want to have more of a knowledgeable but yet relatable, friendly. You are teaching something to somebody that is usually a little bit more on the serious note. And then you have the interactive type where you are click next to continue. You're a little more bubbly and friendly, and you have to keep them engaged because if it's a quiz or if, something they're going to be tested on, they need to stay engaged and awake long enough to actually go through the quiz at the end. And then, of course, for like children's narration, you want to keep it, again, engaging, friendly, upbeat, bubbly. There might even be some characters involved, almost like an audiobook, because you are narrating for the people with 30-second attention spans, so you have to keep it interesting. So have a demo with a few different types of e-learning narration and also tone, and then have that handy to deliver or to email to a client if they're asking for a sample. That was definitely a mouthful, I think. But I hope that answers your question about e-learning, what it is, and where to find it. If you have any more questions about e-learning or voiceover or audiobooks in general, please leave them down below. If you'd like to know more information about me, my work, or how I can help you get started in voiceover or audiobook narration, or if you're looking for a voice actor for your e-learning narration, please check out my website at voiceoverangela.com. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. I appreciate that too. And until next time, I will see ya. Bye.